Ja, together we reach the goal. Ist ein bisschen laut, glaube ich, oder? Ich versuche es ein bisschen leiser zu machen. Herzlich willkommen bei uns auf dem Stand bei Quantron. Mein Name ist Andreas Haller, bin Gründer und Vorstandsvorsitzender der Quantron AG. Ich darf Ihnen heute die letzten Meilensteine und die nächsten Meilensteine erklären. Ganz kurz zur Quantron. Wir haben die letzten Monate sehr stark gearbeitet, unter anderem an unserem Global Footprint. Wir sind mittlerweile nicht nur im zentraleuropäischen Markt tätig, sondern sind mittlerweile auch in Saudi-Arabien unter anderem tätig. Dieses Fahrzeug, das Sie hier sehen, ist der erste Elektro-Truck, der jemals in Saudi-Arabien zugelassen wurde. Dieses Fahrzeug ging an die Firma PepsiCo mit unserem Partner, was uns natürlich sehr ehrt, weil auch dort ein ganz, ganz starker Drang Richtung Zero Emission vorhanden ist. Das, was wir hier auf der Messe sehen, ist quasi die ganzen Gespräche mit den Logistikern. Es dreht sich ausschließlich um nachhaltige Lösungen, nachhaltige Transportlösungen. Und wir sind genau der Partner für Sie als Kunde, um diese nachhaltigen Lösungen Richtung Transportwesen zu implementieren und auch fahrbar zu machen. Ja, und ich persönlich bin mit meinem Team jetzt letzte Woche wieder zurückgekommen aus den USA. Wir waren auf der ACT-Show, das ist so die IAA der USA, haben dort unseren Class 8 Hydrogen Truck vorgestellt. Wir sind mittlerweile seit ungefähr 12 Monaten in der USA tätig, mit unserem eigenen Produktionswerk in Detroit, mit unserem eigenen Team, connecten jetzt sozusagen die Entwicklung, die wir hier gestartet haben in Augsburg, mit dem Team in Detroit, und dort wird im Endeffekt die Entwicklung weitergetragen und dort implementiert in den Class 8 Hydrogen Truck. Und da sehen wir ganz große Entwicklungen. Es war für mich persönlich eine große Herausforderung, natürlich vor allen Kunden zu stehen und zu erklären, wo kommen wir denn her, weil es ist ganz wichtig, dass wir Trust bilden. Die Firma Quantron ist entstanden durch einen Spin-off der Haller-Gruppe aus meinem Familienunternehmen. Ich bin die 5. Generation des Familienunternehmens. Und wir sind seit Jahrzehnten in dem LKW-Business. Wir wissen ganz genau, was Sie als Kunde brauchen, was Sie benötigen und wo auch die Herausforderungen natürlich sind, hin zu Zero Emission. Und dort stehen wir täglich parat mit unserem Team und helfen Ihnen, dass Sie die nachhaltigen Transportlösungen einsetzen können. Wir sind in beiden Technologien unterwegs, batterieelektrisch wie auch Wasserstoff. Wir werden auch zukünftig beide Technologien im Markt sehen. Das ist ganz wichtig. Wir grenzen das damit ab, dass wir sagen, Wasserstoff ist für uns das Thema für Long-Haul Transportation. Also alles, was schwere Lasten, lange Laufleistungen sind, Reichweiten zu erzielen. Dort ist Wasserstoff unsere Technologie, und alles, was in den Städten passiert, eher das, was quasi bis 350 Kilometer Umkreis ist, sehen wir batterietechnologisch im Vorsprung und auch zu implementieren. Genau, wir haben natürlich auch, ich sage jetzt mal, diese Reichweiten-Thematik. Das war die größte Challenge für uns, intern das Entwicklungsteam so aufzusetzen, dass wir sagen, wenn wir das neu entwickeln, dann wollen wir es aber so machen, dass wir die größte Reichweite auch erzielen können mit der Technologie der Partnern, die heute verfügbar ist. Wir können lang darüber streiten, ja, ist denn in 10 Jahren 1000 Kilometer Reichweite erreichbar? Wir müssen es aber heute tun. Das heißt, die Entwicklung mit unseren Partnern ist so weit gegangen, dass wir sagen, in Europa können wir 700 Kilometer Reichweite mit unserem Wasserstoff-LKW erreichen. Mit einem klassischen Packaging, was bedeutet, wir haben kein Tanksystem oder Kühlsystem hinterm Fahrerhaus. Das heißt, das Fahrzeug kann ganz normal, wie Sie es gewohnt sind, mit dem Fernfahrerhaus auch implementiert werden in die klassische Flotte, wie Sie das heute in diesem Bereich einsetzen. Ja, das war die größte Herausforderung, deswegen dürfen wir uns ganz stolz auch Reichweiten-Weltmeister nennen. Aber wie ich vorhin schon auf der Präsentation erklärt habe, das ist nicht das Thema, weil wir unbedingt Weltmeister sein wollen, sondern weil wir einfach wissen, was unsere Kunden benötigen. Und deswegen war die Challenge, so weit wie möglich auch fahren zu können mit für unsere Kunden. Genau. Am Ende des Tages geht es aber darum, dass wir ein integratives System anbieten. Wir sind nicht der klassische OEM, der nächste Hersteller, der Zero Emission Trucks in den Markt bringt, nicht der nächste Umrüster, wie man so schön sagt. Wir haben eine Plattform entwickelt und die nennt sich Quantron as a Service. Quantron as a Service beginnt bei der grünen Energie, die wir sourcen, um auch grünen Wasserstoff zu produzieren, um dann in unsere Infrastruktur zu investieren. Weitergehend dann zu Quantron Insight. Quantron Insight ist die Technologie, die wir hier im LKW entwickelt haben. Und dann ganz wichtig natürlich der nächste Part ist das After-Sales-Thema. Ohne After-Sales, das ist meine DNA, da kommen wir her, werden wir niemals ein valides Produkt in den Markt bekommen. Und es ist mir ganz wichtig, dass wir das auch uns anschauen, wie schaut denn die Zukunft in dem After-Sales-Thema aus? Die Zukunft sieht nämlich da digital aus. Also neue Revenue Streams, die auf unsere Werkstätten zukommen, neue Investitionen, die auf unsere Werkstätten zukommen. Und dort sind wir auch der Partner für das Service-Netz, um dort die neue Technologie zu implementieren. Ja, wie passiert das Ganze? Das sehen Sie nachher. Tarkeshwar wird heute hier die neue Technologie, die neue Plattform, die digitale Plattform vernetzt darstellen. Das ist nicht die klassische Telematik, wie Sie es heute kennen, sondern da geht es um viel, viel mehr. Wir müssen wissen bei einer Wasserstofftankstelle, wie viel Bar ist denn vorhanden? Ist der Druck vorhanden, dass wir jetzt auch tanken können? Das sind alles Themen, die elementar wichtig sind. Wir gehen aber noch mal einen Schritt weiter. Wir integrieren das gesamte Insurance-Thema, das Versicherungsthema, also Insurance as a Service. Diese gesamte Plattform verkaufen wir dann auf Kilometerbasis an die Kunden. Der Kunde muss nicht selbst ins Investment gehen. Wir connecten die Energie mit dem Produkt an sich und verkaufen das auf Kilometerbasis und haben das Ganze digital vernetzt. Und wie es funktioniert, wird uns nachher, wie gesagt, Tarkeshwar erklären. Aber jetzt würde ich ganz gerne kurz an meinen Kollegen und Partner Michael Perche abgeben, der leider heute nicht da ist, der in Rotterdam auf dem Hydrogen Summit steht und er möchte auch ein paar Grußworte an euch loswerden.
Yeah, good morning. Sorry that I'm not really bored here at the TLS, because basically I just came by to check our stand, read the stuff, have a little walk around of competition. And I'm already on my way to Rotterdam, to Europe's largest hydrogen fair. But behind me, you see, of course, our two exhibits, our cargo electric and our huge MBEF electric, the 350 kilowatt battery, ideal for bodybuilders and for transport logistic customization. So enjoy the TLS, visit us either physically or at least follow us online. We'll be featuring constantly some news and updates, either on this channel, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. And yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow you will see some content from me from Rotterdam, from the Hydrogen Fair, or Hydrogen Europe actually, where I'm on a panel with my dear friend Jens Wolf from Humanessa. So stay tuned.
Thank you, Mighty. I will switch to English because Tarkeshwar will explain something in English, yeah. So also for the platform. And yeah, everything is possible, but everything has to be digital. This is the new economy. And Tarkeshwar, please explain some words about the digitalization, which we are the development phase, but we started, let me say, 3 years ago. Yeah. Now we make the next steps. So it's very, very important because we have a nice joint venture also in place.
Yes.
Please tell me.
Thank you, Andreas. Mein Deutsch ist nicht gut heute, hence I will speak in German. So, first of all, thank you so much for joining. And thank you, Andreas, for giving us this dream of Quantron as a service. And when you explained definitely about energy and insight. So, I will focus more on a customer solution. So, I have my colleague Fatih with me, and together we are developing an entire ecosystem, and we call it strategy in action. So maybe we move to next slide. So, and Andrea just said, without after sales and without connecting the ecosystem, we will not be able to deliver the kind of service our fleet customers expect. So for this, we did a lot of research. We went to many customers to understand what are their problem statements are. And we realized that this entire ecosystem is fragmented. Every fleet companies have to use multiple systems, which is not efficient. So for us, sustainability doesn't mean only product. It's also about efficiency. So for example, this truck, if you see with the aerodynamic kit, the efficiency is 15% up. So for us, Quantron as a service is all about sustainable product plus efficiency. So that one part is after sales, and we have a strong partners, and and that's our mantra. Partnership is a new leadership, and for everything we do, we try to get strong partners with us. So for example, after sales, we have a all trucks network. They have 700 workshops across Europe, and we go and activate the workshops where our customers are. So that's the vision for after sales, which we are also implementing in many markets. And then the very important part comes as a digital ecosystem. So the digital ecosystem is about combining all the problem statements and creating one single source of truth for our customers. And it has technically 4 pillars. One is our fleet and driver management. That's where you get your efficiency. Basis this data, we are working on implementing insurance as a service business. We have strong partners like Roadzen, and also we are evaluating our partners of future. Shunk Group is here, and also to build our entire insurance product portfolio of risk. We have Unicry here, so thank you so much for taking out time and being here. So this is about second pillar. Third pillar is we are working strongly on hydrogen economy. So we are also building entire route planning for hydrogen and payment gateways, and also in future we are trying to even calculate the carbon for hydrogen fuel cells. So that brings to my fourth pillar. Fourth pillar is all about sustainability, means also it should give you more opportunities of earnings also for our customers, which is about carbon trading, GHG quota, and also carbon calculation. So for that perspective, we already have our GHG quota portal alive, where customers can claim their GHG quota, which is applicable for Germany and Austria already. For example, for our 12-meter bus, you can get as high as 14,000 euros per year, which currently customers are unable to claim because of the complex processes. So this we want to simplify. Just with single click with our telematics, they can claim their GHG quota, and definitely we are working on carbon calculation, and long-term carbon trading is the vision. So, and I just said, it's about including everything at one place for customers. So why we did this? Because you will say, you would have gone to booth number 3 and you would have said that so many companies are developing their telematics and fleet management. Why are you doing this again? So first of all, we're not doing this again. We are an ecosystem company, so we are building a open infrastructure where we are bringing partner modules, where we bring all the modules which customer needs and ensure the data lake. So for example, only with fleet management system, if there's no insurance as a service module, you can never get better quality of insurance products, and so on and so forth. So that's why we have combined this entire ecosystem at one place. And what Andreas said about Quantron service, we are OEM agnostic. So it's definitely applicable to support entire Quantron as a service vision of being OEM agnostic, and this is open for other manufacturers as well, so that fleet customers don't have to have multiple systems unlike in the past. With one ecosystem, they can have overall scenario covered. So maybe 1 or 2 more slides. So I think I always believe that it's nice to show presentation, but it's also very important to show you how things are working. We already have a lot of development for last 3 years. We will start our beta testing with Quantron vehicles, and also our joint venture partner has 1,000 vehicles which will go live on this system in next 2 months. So we pilot in-house, and then it will be open for market. We'll quickly show you what features we have already built and what's coming.
If the screen is available.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Yeah, so will not take much time, will be very fast. So if you see, this is our currently pilot system. It's not any screenshot, it's a real system which is working, where we can track the vehicles, but most importantly, with the new technology, it's also important for checking the battery temperature and motor temperature and energy consumption. That's how you bring the product more efficient, and that's how Unicry will also ensure us. So it's important to collect the right data points. And this is not only for us, also for fleet. Like for example, Andreas said we are selling a truck in Saudi Arabia. So I think prevention is always better than, damages. So that's why the fleet manager can see the battery temperature is going high. So there will be alarm to a driver, and there's also alarm to a fleet center, so they can avoid those kind of situations. And now we go to the second module.
And these are real data actually.
Yeah.
It's not.
So there are some.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Connection is quite loaded.
Yeah. So Fleet Pulse is about finding out how the health of your fleet is, how the asset being used, and if there's the right kind of a driving behavior applied on the vehicle. So this is how you get the entire fleet scores, and that's why we're working on future of insurance products. And also the vision is to drive customers' operating costs down. So this is where you can see the fleet score of any independent fleet companies. And then we go to the driver management. Sorry, sometimes tech also.
Yes, we are in Bavaria.
So speaking about driver management, it's about tracking their performance, but not only telling that you're doing wrong, but we'll also have a driver app where they can see, okay, how they're performing, and they will get their training module basis the weak area where they can improve. That's one. And how it will help fleet managers is it will create a dashboard of their top performing drivers, and driver is very critical in logistics segment, and we know the kind of problems we are facing in Europe in terms of availability. So it's also important that we reward drivers who are doing well and do the training only where it's required. And it's not only vehicle and driver, we can in fact track each trip, wherein you can check the efficiency, because in electric maybe you have different kind of scenario and routes, and customer can come and say, okay, one route I'm getting 200 kilometers, another route I always get 170. Why? So I hope it loads.
Connection.
Yeah, so what it does is it tells all the scenarios, which will be nicer if the screen comes, you can see it, about the hard brakings and the turns it's taking, so you can know how it's happening. And the next level what we are building is our joint venture company in India has acquired a visual telematics company, wherein it's not currently applicable in Europe, but it will be soon be coming in next 12 to 18 months. That system should be able to track the drowsiness and inattentiveness of drivers, and that can only happen through visual telematics. So it's built on deep sense technology, where it's mounted in the screen, and it records, it checks driver. If there's inattentiveness, it gives an alarm within the device, but it also raises alarm to fleet. So the idea is to be safe on roads and avoid road accidents. So trip management worked.
But Tarkeshwar, let's take the time till it's is reloaded.
Yeah, I think
we are talking about a joint venture in India.
Yes.
So it is important to explain something about that, because we cannot handle this by ourselves. So we, as a Quantron company, are partnering with the strongest and experienced team. And please tell me something about it.
So I think when Andreas, me, and we were discussing that how to build this software platform, and you know that the cycle of development of trucks, right? It's pretty long, and when it comes to software, it happens on weekly basis. So that's why it's important. We have a partner who understands this 100%, so we deliver what we are imagining. So that's why we are partnered with a company called Goldstone Technology in India. It's listed on stock exchange, and their core business is data and analytics, which is very important to go give these kind of insights and build the product. With them, we already signed our MOU of a joint venture, and soon we'll have our new entity in Germany to take this development to the next level. And as I said in the beginning, partnership is the new leadership, and you need right partners to scale faster and in efficient way.
And I was asked today, how many people are working now for Quantron? So this is not so easy to explain because we have in a strong partnership companies who are only dedicated to us, to Quantron. So today there are some, let me say, about 350 people. They're working for Quantron for our ecosystem. Now with the joint venture in India, there are 250 software engineers. They are working on our platform technology. And we will have an office in the US for that, in Germany, and in Hyderabad in India.
Correct. So yeah, so I think we still always need to take care of our customer requirements. So we will be always keep the brain here so that we are listening to all of you. But the development will happen in Hyderabad, and US is very important market because Andreas just showcased our Class 8 FCEV. So and also Andreas, one question. So since when we see this digital ecosystem and you are in this commercial vehicle industry for, let's say, as a family 140 years, so what all kind of problems you had when you met a lot of fleet customers, and what problems this is solving? What do you think?
I think the most important problem is that we have the data available for our customers. So this is an open source which we also transferring to our customers and to our clients.
Correct.
It is important because normally the other OEMs keep that in their mind.
That's true.
They keep it and they don't give it to the customer and to the clients. And we are streaming that also to our customers because they need this also for logistic implementation. They will switch the logistic process, but they need the data from the trucks.
Yeah, so I think that's very important, that being open to customers with their data, and that's what we want to do so that they can use this data to build efficiency and again build their own product portfolio of insurance and TCO models for their own fleets. So,
and again, this is the difference to the others because we are an integrated system with the customer, with the suppliers, with the partners, and only if we are doing that, we can scale in the future and we can transform to the new economy. Otherwise, we are only a truck supplier and this doesn't help in the future.
Correct. Fatih, you want to speak a little bit about our discussion with our partner Norman SF when it comes to how this economy can work with hydrogen fueling station in terms of routing, but not only routing, about how you can plan efficiently?
So, of course, yes. Hello, my name is Fatih. I'm here at Quantron as a connected vehicle platform architect. And as my colleague Tarkeshwar said, all these informations, like vehicle telemetry data, of course, refueling stations are like IoT devices too. They generate a lot of data about their status, about their readiness, and all this information can be used, for example, as smart navigation. Not only to show where the next fueling station is for the vehicle, but if the hydrogen refueling station is ready and has the pressure and the right amount of hydrogen available, for example. So it would be possible if you say, I want to go from Augsburg to Berlin with a hydrogen vehicle, that the vehicle knows that it has, for example, 1/3 of the tanks are full and it needs to refuel, and it can search for the next best refueling station on the way and talk to the refueling station, hey, I will arrive in 1.5 hours and I need 30 kilograms of hydrogen, for example. And then the refueling station can say, I'm ready, I have enough hydrogen on site, I have enough pressure on site to give you your amount of hydrogen you need.
Thank you, Fatih. So that's a vision that not only give the just a bare Google map route for a hydrogen, because in hydrogen your tanks also have to have a pressure. So connect with the fueling stations and do the smart booking of the hydrogen in advance so that there's no delay.
And also, again, this is an open platform.
Correct.
I can see the colleagues from H2 Mobility, for example. It's also important that we can connect all other hydrogen stations which are available. So
for sure.
Also data from them to implement into our platform.
Correct, yeah, and payment is also a very important point. I think H2 Mobility also is on DKFAO, and we are also working with them to bring them on board in terms of our entire payment gateway. So I think then, as I said, we are very open to make sure that our customer gets the best of every feature and every function and services in the best possible way, in cost efficient way and much faster way. So we'll all work together and make this transition to green mobility and be a real, what Michael says always, decarbonization engine for logistics industry.
Thank you, Tarkeshwar. I think this is most important thing is if we stream the data, the CO2 carbon credits to our customers. They are ordering from us the green miles, the green kilometers.
Correct.
And they can balance also to them, we can stream the carbon credits.
Correct.
Because we have the value chain from start to end. If you are only in one pillar, you cannot do that. And
That's
true. Important.
Yeah, so I think just to add one more line, which I also mentioned, that every time you drive a green truck, you get carbon credit. But what we are doing is also to track from molecular level, from the source of energy of electricity and to the nozzle, so which also gives you additional carbon credit which you can trade. And I think the prices of carbon is growing significantly. It was $60 2 years ago, now it's above $100. So
and this helps us again to reduce the TCO calculation in the end. And this is important for us to implement the technology very fast because we need a sustainable transportation solution. Thank you, Tarkeshwar.
Thank you.
Fatih, thank you.
Thank you, Fatih.
Ja, so, ich bin fertig. Wir sind jetzt fertig mit unserer Präsentation. Wir stehen mit Rat und Tat zur Verfügung, wenn Fragen da sind. Ansonsten freue ich mich jetzt, wenn wir gemeinsam kurz auf ein Glas anstoßen und uns unterhalten und gemeinsam die Zukunft bestreiten. Vielen Dank.